Oh, I was right. They chose not to show coronavirus cases, and they decided to dump it all out today from yesterday and combining today's numbers. However, like what I am seeing right now is like that they chose not to show. There was no reports on. So it's not exact, but they chose not to show yesterday's, but they chose to show today's. So so we have a total of 5,839 cases combining yesterday's and today's. So don't panic. It's just like yesterday's combining yesterday's and today's. So, but I think you might want to be panicking right now because of like the coronavirus cases, like because it is higher than December 31st, and I still say it was a bad decision to end the year off with 3,328 cases. It just, oh my god. So Ontario, it's day 8, right, of the Grey Zone right now. Though, like, no one's counting the day of like wave 2 of coronavirus because that doesn't matter right now. So I ain't gonna say that. However, I still got the numbers, so yeah. And remember, Grey Zone and January 9th for Northern Ontario, Southern Ontario. For us, it ends January 23rd. Keep that in mind. Toronto and Peel Region special rules end on January 4th. And I announced this yesterday, so like, yeah. All flight travels from United Kingdom to Canada have been canceled until January 6th and 7th. So, yeah. Till then, it is available. So 2,476 cases yesterday in Ontario, and 3,363 today. Higher than disappointing. So you might want to stay out of Peel Region in Toronto because of this, because Peel Region, 713 coronavirus cases right now. 700 in Toronto, 395 from York Region, 226 from Windsor Essex Region, 171 is from Hamilton. So 95 additional deaths, deaths were reported. 51 yesterday, 44 today. So I'm gonna just read off the find and effects. Here it goes. It as follows. Many of you will not like this, but we got to commit if you want coronavirus out by earlier this year. No social gatherings with anyone outside your household. Also, social gatherings under 10, over 10, yeah, it'll count as fines. Yeah. So limitations on some businesses, some closures, restaurants and bars only doing takeout, delivery, and drive-through services. That's okay. That's standardized. Like some businesses, they are limiting the number of people going in at a time, and they'll this many people inside at a time. Five people come in, 5 people come out. You know. And also store capacity, they posted some signs, Costco in it. So I went to Costco like a few days ago, and they posted like a number of people inside maximum capacity. Yeah, some will do that. So absolutely no large gatherings. So some idiot broke the rules and during this Christmas, and oh god, yeah, he got fined for it. This was out in West Coast, Vancouver, I believe. So if you break the rules like if you have like large gathering over 10, host pays $1,000. Every person who showed up pays $750 each. So if you are a person who showed up, you have to pay $750. However, possible fines of $100,000 penalties can come into effect, and 1 year in jail. It's serious. Corporations could pay $10 million, though. Yeah, that entire corporation has to pay like $10 million if they break the rules. Of course, and you also have to do the coronavirus screening and also wear a mask, wash your hands, like sanitize your hands, and 2 meters away from other people. So that's also important. So Ontario, so we know that the Great Zone rules, outdoor dining and indoor dining, like dining is basically closed, except the 3 services allow takeout, drive-through and pickup and delivery. No. So driving schools except virtual classes closed. So gambling. Cinemas will be opening this year if we commit to follow coronavirus safety rules. So, however, they are still closed right now. Amenities at hotels and motels not available. So museums and zoos closed. Personal care services closed. Nightclubs and strip clubs can only provide takeout and food and drink. Gatherings of any kind that is not essential is not allowed. So yeah. And going and travel right now, only essential travel right now. If you're like going out of the country or out of the province. So limited like 10 people in a television set, no live audience. Makeup and hair staff require protective equipment. Post-production is permitted for, Rehearsals and performance are all allowed. Like if you're a brass or a wind instrument player, you have to have a special barrier. Short-term rentals are allowed at the hotel. You'll have to ask them for more clarifications, because some will not allow it, but yeah. Real estate, car dealerships are open on appointment only. Supermarkets, convenience stores, and pharmacies are open to like 50% capacity at a time. Discount and big box stores are open to 25% cap at a time. So construction, yeah, can continue. Household services can still continue to run. House services, they're still open, available. Virtual and drive-in events are allowed. So if you want to commemorate for like that may be somebody died, or maybe like whatever. Yeah, that's allowed. Outdoor markets can remain open, like garden centers and and farmers market, I believe. Yeah, that counts too. So indoor garden centers, they can still have a certain number of people inside at a time, and they can also provide do a curbside pickup. Although I'm not so sure how that's going to really work, because you just sort of got to know what you want. Curbside pickup and delivery. That's standard for cannabis stores, retail now, libraries, hardware stores now, department stores. So in-person shopping is not allowed. Special parking spot or at malls for the parking lots for like pickup. Like you go in, you pick up, leave. So schools are open on January 11th, the elementary schools, and then January 5th, 25th, the high school. They announced takeout, drive-through, and delivery service at restaurants, bars, and cafes will be available. So if you want like a takeout, but if you're like calling a restaurant from home, but you don't know their menu, go to DoorDash.ca if the restaurant did not update their website or it's not available. If you want it delivered, use the DoorDash app. A lot of restaurants are using the DoorDash app right now. Not sure Uber Eats is available around all, but you'll have to check. So gray zone rules are still in effect for Toronto, Peel Region, Windsor, York Region, Windsor, Essex Region, and Hamilton until the end of the designated dates. Once they're end, they will have to still follow the standard gray zone rules. We all have to follow. Hospitalizations. 1,003 people are hospitalized right now. $322 people are in ICU, 220 on a ventilator. And as a reminder, so if you're like have to go out for like travel internationally in a country, so you gotta like be tested and they like get coronavirus stuff like tested. You gotta be tested negative. The results have to be negative. If you're tested positive, you can't go. It's 3 days before like prior to your travel to wherever you're going. So, also, people from out of the if they're traveling to Canada, they also have to follow this rule. The Canada border, yeah, security, yeah, the agency, yeah, they're checking. There's more people. There's going to be more agents checking. And on the day you return, you must quarantine yourself for 14 days because it's the right thing to do and it's the rules. You know, we've learned this lesson, but because of the coronavirus variant from the UK, so which is discovered, which made its way into like one in Quebec, a couple in Durham region, and one in Ottawa. So that's three from Ontario, one in Alberta, and one in Vancouver Island, BC. So yeah. Long-term care home deaths. 2,769 deaths have been reported right now, and 188 outbreaks are going on right now. Hospitals. So a lot of hospitals have reported like hospitals are filling up with coronavirus patients. So the problem, though, a lot of people in Ontario, a lot of people have been sent to and especially Toronto, Peel region, York region, and so the ICU patients are mostly from the majority of Toronto, Peel region, York region, and Windsor, Essex region. And a lot of people have died. 45 out of 149 coronavirus patients. It's pretty unsafe. However, this could also affect other people who are in the hospital for other reasons, like surgeries and a whole bunch of other stuff. Some people have cancer, they have heart disease, organ transplants, MRI. Yeah. And not just in Ontario, that it's also happening in Quebec too, and a whole bunch. So there's going to be like some issues that we have to. So the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine that's been approved then since December 9th. However, it's been on the shortage. However, the Moderna vaccine, so it's easy to store at a less colder temperature, and the Moderna company is mass producing it. So that's good to hear. Oh. Continue to follow coronavirus safety rules. Don't have any social gatherings with anyone. After keep important meetings under 10. Use social media, contact others. Don't do any activities with other people. Only go on essential travel. Keep your first priority. Stay out of areas where coronavirus can be high. Avoid going to places if you're from a high case area. You know what area you're in. Stay safe.